25 people have been killed and hundreds more injured as Israel and Palestine traded airstrikes over the past 2 days. Militants in Gaza have fired hundreds of rockets into Israel, saying it is in response to grenades that Israeli police fired inside a mosque in Jerusalem. Israel responded with airstrikes and declared a state of emergency in its central area. There are close to 30,000 Filipinos in Israel. They've been advised by the Philippine Embassy there to be alert and to avoid conflict areas. Tristan Nodalo shows us how they are dealing with the escalating tensions.
As Israel unleashes new airstrikes in Gaza and militants firing back with hundreds of missiles since the start of the week, Filipinos in the Middle Eastern country fear for their safety. They say it is the most intense fighting they have seen so far between Israel and the Hamas group since the 2014 war. Caught in the middle of it is Ador Tukay. He says this has been the most challenging experience so far in his 15-year stay in Israel. Very recently, a bomb had hit an empty bus a few blocks from his location.
Experience na po talaga dahil simula noong 2011, 2012, 2014. Pero ito yung mas worse kasi dati, konti lang yung umaabot dito sa around Tel Aviv. Pero ngayon, almost 50 rockets na umabot dito.
Ador says they don't only fear for their own safety but also for their employers, since every siren means they only have 2 minutes to seek shelter.
Iligtas din namin sila dahil yung trabaho namin, tarihin namin in 2 minutes, dapat may tayo namin sila, may lagay sa wheelchair hanggang madala namin sila sa tinatawag na shelter.
OFW Lance Recto has been uploading live videos on Facebook to update the children of her employers on their situation in Ashkelon City. In this video, the sound of a siren wailing and bombs dropping can be heard. Every time the siren stops, they rush outside as quickly as they can.
Wala kaming CCTV. In the same time, kung ipapasa ko video sa WhatsApp, hindi na yun buo. Kasi video putol-putol, mas maganda yun, nagpapanood nila kami live.
OFW Jashiril has been in Israel for 16 years. She says she's been having sleepless nights because of the bombings, which have been drawing closer to Tel Aviv, where she works. She asked her family in the Philippines for prayers.
Stay vigilant. Okay lang po kami dito, awa ng Diyos. May bomb shelter kami.
There are over 29,000 Filipinos in Israel, according to the Foreign Affairs Department. The Philippine Embassy in Israel tells Filipinos to remain vigilant and avoid going to conflict hotspots. The DFA says that it has not received any reports of Filipino casualties so far. Contingency plans are also in place in case the situation in Israel escalates further. Tristan Nodalo, CNN Philippines.